we have to move on. And I'm sad that we have to, but we have to move on to our last bits of the night, which is the hills we die on. And for those who haven't been around and haven't seen this before, it's where we take really dumb and ridiculous things and we argue about them because that is just the world we live in. And I know that Shannon kind of has one already lined up, and that's all you.
Bread and butter pickles are instruments of Satan and they fucking suck. Disgusting. Every time, like, okay, before COVID was a fucking thing, I'd go to a fucking, like, with my grandparents, I'd go to, like, these really bland ass salad bar, like, buffet things. So they'd have pickles and they'd look like normal pickles. And I'm like, oh, hot damn, I'm ready for a nice, crispy, savory dill pickle. Nope, I got punked. That's a motherfucking
they're the oatmeal raisins of the pickle world.
And
they
I'm
will
just
trick
like,
you.
who
They fuck
the
you.
fuck likes these? And I know who it is. My mother. And people like my mother. They like these bread and butter pickles, and it's just a personality flaw. I do not trust you. I do not fucking trust you with anything. If you like bread and butter pickles, you fucking suck, and you need to reevaluate your life. Okay.
I'm on the top of that hill with you every single inch of the way. I hate them. And it's the worst trick ever. Or like if someone makes you a sandwich and it's like, oh yeah, pickles, great, neat. Blah, kill me.
What is it?
Why are they sweet? Why are pickles sweet? It's the stupidest.
And the thing is, it's not just sweet. It's like a gross sweet. It's like a sweet that doesn't taste good.
It's like they taste like the smell of decaying stuff.
Yes.
Is the way, like the decaying fruit to where it's kind of sweet, but also has like a sting to it. That's what they taste like, is the way decaying fruit smells.
So I don't eat wasabi for a very similar reason. I think that it tastes the way that spray paint smells. I cannot get past the wasabi taste because of it. I know it's weird.
No, I actually completely agree. I love super spicy stuff, but for some reason, and I think it's aromatic spice, like same thing with like sriracha or horseradish.
I like sriracha.
It's the spice that like hits your nose rather than your tongue. I'm not a fan of. Like I'll eat habaneros all day, but like a little bit of horseradish and like it just clogs up my eyes, and it has that. That's a good way of putting it. It's like the way spray paint smells. When I get it, like my whole face just like hurts. I'm not a fan. I don't like wasabi. I don't like bread and butter pickles. No. No.
Yeah, no. I'm dying on that hill and killing every single person that doesn't agree with this.
We'll just bury you in bread and butter juice.
I'm just saying there's a pickle there's a pickle genocide about to happen, and I'm the one starting it.
Damn.
That's a Rick Sanchez move right there.
It reminds me of the episode where they're like trying to find a planet and just like the entire planet's corn, and he's just like,
everything's made of corn.
That was super funny.
We're going now. Oh God, it's corn. Everything is corn.
Oh goodness.
You have to leave.
All right, Sam, what you got?
Or
do you have a good one? I've got a medium one.
I've got one that might spark some flack, but I don't think it'd be that big of a deal. So what do you got? Mine's medium too.
This is a little weirder. I got into this the other day with somebody, and I just think objectively cold foods are better than all hot foods. I just think there's a better plethora of cold food. Even like food that shit, like I like cold pizza better than hot pizza. I like cold noodles better than hot noodles. And I feel like sometimes, like when you eat really salty stuff, it just makes you want more. I feel like hot food tricks you, and because like there's a lot of anticipation and you get excited. It's all about the foreplay, and you're just smelling it and you're kind of waiting for it, and then you just shove your fucking face in, and it's not even that great. You're just anticipating it, man. But cold food's always there for you, and it always tastes good. It tastes, as long as it stays cold, it just tastes the same. It's perfect. It doesn't change on you. It's just better. I feel like I've been hurt.
Hurt you? Did somebody burn your tongue or something when you eating a hot soup?
I burned my tongue. I'm really bad about food anticipation because I do this to myself. Like you put pasta in front of me, and I'll sit here and salivate until it's fine, and then just like drop my face in it and eat it so fast. I'm like a prison, like a convict, trying to not get fucking my food stolen in the cafeteria, and then I feel bad. But a salad, a nice, delicious, well-made salad, I'll savor that bitch. It's great. It's so much better.
I want to turn that into a gif of you just
Yeah.
Here's what I would say about this. First off, you're wrong, but also, I kind of get it. And the one thing that cold food has in terms of advantage over hot food is that shit takes time to cook. Shit takes time to prepare. I'm a lazy fuck. So cold food for me, it's like I can just kind of grab and go, whether that's hard-boiled eggs or sandwiches or whatever. It's just
there for you.
ease of access. And that I can get on a hill for. But to just plainly black and white say, oh, hot food's worse.
I just think, and again, there's just more better stuff, and also like there's a I think that your palate can't handle heat. Like sometimes you lose track of what flavors are, but with cold stuff, it's just much easier. There's so much stuff that just tastes better that's cold. Also, like cold fruit, there's nothing better than cold watermelon. Like it's just cold food is just better. Like hot food is great. Sometimes, but not all the time, and it tricks you, and it makes you feel bad. It's rude. But cold food,
I just tongue on ramen too many times.
I'll always pick it better. I like my ramen cold too, dude. I do these, and now I do like all pre-made sort of noodles. Not like hold on.
No, there's this whole
style of Japanese food that's cold noodles. Cold noodles is a style of food.
I know, but you have to boil the noodles first. So zaru soba, the buckwheat noodle, is the cold noodle, and somen, same thing, but it's intentionally supposed to be served cold. There's also you can have hot versions of both of those noodles, and they'll taste different.
And the cold one is better. I'm just that's just my hill. I'm just saying. I like the cold stuff better.
Cold noodles make me sad.
See, like when they're intentionally supposed to be cold, fine. I have that, fine. But if it's something that was made, like cold pasta, let's say I have leftover pasta, I'm sure as hell heating that fucking up, because eating that like sad out of the takeout container with the cold red sauce, are you fucking kidding me? That's like gazpacho. That's like salsa.
Right though. You're proving
like
right
hot food's
what
better.
I'm saying is like your hot food was only good for a moment. It's just a little bit, and then suddenly like then you have to do shit to it. Like it loses its value after like 8 minutes in the open air. Fuck that, man. I'm investing in gold. The dollar's dying, man. If it only lasts a little bit.
See, I like experiences.
You should invest in Earth 2 Square.
I'm gonna fucking kill you. And also, reheated pasta is not good either, because
but that's why you
the sauces all melt out of it. It's not good, and then it's just chunky and gross.
I mean, what fucking sauce? What fucking pasta are you eating if it's not good reheated up? Is that Chef Boyardee, motherfucker? Like, damn.
Wait, but I like Chef Boyardee when it's cold. That's fine.
I eat my SpaghettiOs cold.
It's good. It's good.
Cold SpaghettiOs are fire.
I'm on that hill.
Sorry, my Italian just kind of leapt up out of my body, and like
you
in anime with my soul leaving my
her subtitle says "shrieks in Italian."
Shrieks in Italian.
Yeah. Well, you're Italian soul died. You can't eat cheese anymore. No more cannolis for you.
There's a couple of things that don't have dairy, but it's not the same.
Yeah. But yeah, that's me. I always will pick a cold food over a hot food.
I'm like 1 foot up on the hill because I do like cold
You're like
foods.
Sam's mad at me.
I'm like, I have a foot on the hill. Like I'm standing off of the hill, but I got my left foot on there.
You're just there for the watermelon.
For the cold fruits and ice creams.
I'll be
which I can't have anymore.
I'm gonna be like 1/5 with the way up. Like I'm 20% on that hill. Like I'll
take that. I know I'll mostly be alone. Again, when I got his argument the other day, I also ended up very alone. I figure out I'm gonna die up here alone, eating my cold noodles. It'll be great.
Yeah, street nudes, baby. Street
nudes, your sad cold street nudes.
Yeah, man, absolutely. I like sad cold street.
It's like gilf noodles right there.
Jesus.
You know gilf noodles?
Just cold and sad.
Oh my God, there's a lot of warm, lovely gilfs. Don't be mean to them.
Oh, that was so bad. Let's see. For my for my hills to die on, maybe medium-ish as well. I think that if you know what you want to do when you go to college, I don't think you should be mandated to do the first 2 years. where it's like, here's all your general stuff.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
that bullshit.
I think like I like the more I think about it, especially with the cost of college, it's like, dude, if I already know what I want to do, like just go let me fucking do it. I should not have to sit here doing a year of history, a year of philosophy, like no, like, I understand, like, be well-rounded or whatever. Sure, fine. But you know what? Like the more I think about it, the more I really think about it, it feels like such a fucking racket to me. And like
it is.
it really
You're
is.
right.
And I just, because I mean, I think of it in the same way I think of high school, where it's like, yeah, I learned things in high school. Do I use the things in high school? Not really. In the same way that I don't care about like my Western civilization before the 30-year war class. I don't give a shit. I'm not using this in the real world. Why am I paying for this? I'm paying for classes I do not need because you say I need them. Fuck that.
The administration needs bigger offices and to have a bigger pool in their backyard. That's why.
Yeah, exactly. Do you remember a few weeks ago you were talking about public schools as well?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Like, once again, like that, the racket you're talking about is a full racket. Like, we are still in an industrial complex in the way our schools work. Like, the whole idea of being well-rounded, that means nothing. That was only used to get people smart enough to make it to work on time. So they go to their fucking factory and they didn't have to be in the house while the parents were at work. That's the only reason they do that. And the first 2 years of college is just overflow from that old high school concept of getting a mix of everything.
And here's the thing. It's a uniquely American thing too. Like if you were to go, to the UK, it would only be 2 years. If you go to Australia, it's only 2 years. Like they don't waste your fucking time or money, doing these bullshit classes. Like you're here, you're paying us. We're gonna get you to where you need to be. And I thought about this today, especially because I'm staring down the barrel of a $50,000 student loan, and yeah, and it's just, and we have to start paying starting February, and it kind of freaks me out a little bit,
Good thing we didn't elect Bernie, because he was just going to be like, no, fuck that shit. Nobody needs to pay those stupid ass student loans.
I think what bothers me the most is like literally everyone in the Democratic Party, even a lot of people in the Republican Party, was like, hey, maybe we should do something about this. And Biden's like, I could do something, but I'm not going to do it. I'm like,
centrist motherfucker.
It's so infuriating.
But the biggest, I love that you brought that up, because I'm 100% on board. I think you're completely right, because it really does. It's just another example of how we've kind of indoctrinated ourselves to think it's normal, but like that's not normal. And like there's so many things that are traditionally American that are not normal at all in the rest of the world, and that's one of them. Like we take advantage of our students, which is such a weird thing. Like students are our future. Like we're supposed to help them, turn them into good things, but instead we bore the fuck out of them in their freshman year, and kids drop out of school and don't specialize.
And the thing is, it's like, it's all about being debt slaves, because regular slaves is a little unappealing nowadays.
Just a little.
Unless you're in the Pokemon world.
Salt. But the thing is, we have an opportunity to do something. It's not like we don't have the money. If anything, coronavirus has proved we definitely have the fucking money to do something about this. It's just that without it, so many institutions have issues, like the military, and the fact is like, if the federal government was a bank in terms of student loans, it would be the largest bank in the world. And so you're basically telling the guys who own the bank, hey, go out of business, and there's,
again, like it's all these problems are okay. We're getting really political. We don't need to do this, but it is interesting to note that the problem is not, there's not like a singular problem. And when people talk about how revolutionaries are bad and these like progressives are bad, like because they want to change a lot, like because a lot needs to be changed. Like how do you make it work? Fucking turn it upside down, hit it with a hammer, change it, burn it, burn the system.
They can't change that, because how else will they get a bunch of people so desperate to go to college that they just join the military to get free education?
That's the military-industrial complex.
And I think it was Galileo or Copernicus who said it best, where every new idea is heresy.